it's Layefa. How are you? So today I want to share with you three things because I couldn't come up with 5. But if you can come up with 2 more, comment below because sharing is caring. 3 differences between getting married and cohabiting and being in a long-term relationship but you haven't signed on the dotted line. First difference, like, people think that once you're married that it's all gonna change. Ain't nothing gonna change. It's gonna be the same thing. Nothing's actually going to change once you get married. If your relationship is good and has been good and strong before marriage, then it's going to continue and be strong. If there are issues that you haven't solved before marriage, those issues will still be there. Marriage won't solve the problem. So I think that's something that some people are not really aware of because they get married for the wrong reasons. So number 1 thing that will change once you get married is you have nowhere to run. But you have nowhere to run. It's not like when you're boyfriend and girlfriend and you break up and, you know, he can move out or she can move out back in with your parents, and then your parents ask you what happened and you tell them, oh, you had a huge fight. When you're married, try and do that when you're married, like every so often. Your family just look at you like, what's wrong with you both? Like, get it together. Like, you're married now, behave yourself. And furthermore, when you're married, you wouldn't want to do that. So if you've had a big bust up and a big fight, you have to face it head on and you have to solve it together. Like, there's nowhere to run. Even if he walks out, he's just going to walk out and get some fresh air and he's coming back because he's got nowhere to go. Okay, well, he shouldn't have anywhere to go, right? Number 2, the world will look at you differently. So although you both haven't changed and you're the same, he's the same Tom, you're the same Jane, the world will look at you differently, especially if you're coming from an African background. There's something about once a woman especially gets married, there's a status and there's a huge difference in the way people look at you, and there's almost like this newfound respect. And in the Western world, there is definitely a slight difference in terms of the way people look at you when you're married. Even you'll find that there's a reason why on application forms they ask you if you're single, married or divorced. There's a reason for it, because the world looks at you differently. So be aware of that. Even though you two haven't changed as a couple, the world will definitely see you differently. And it's something to be aware of, and you could embrace it or choose to ignore it, but that's just life. Number 3, my final one, is you'll have a newfound respect for each other. Having gone through all of it, and especially if you have had a Nigerian wedding where you have to do an introduction ceremony, traditional wedding, white wedding, everything, there's a newfound respect for each other. Having gone through all of that together, you just respect each other more, and with that comes more love. It's a lovely feeling. It's like when you give birth for the first time or the second time, and you know you've never experienced that together as a couple. Your husband has a new level of respect for you. Having seen you go through that, it's like it just goes up a notch, and it continues to go up a notch. Whether you've had an easy labor or a difficult labor or whatever, there's a whole new level of respect. And although it's not the same sort of respect, there is definitely a new level of respect that you have for each other once you're married. Yeah, and things just feel nice and rosy and sweet until the honeymoon is over. No, I'm just playing. Anyway, I hope this video has given you insights, which is not really much insight. There's not really that much different about it. If you are in a long-term relationship or you're married and you watch my videos, let's create a discussion in the comments. Let the people them know what they're getting themselves into. They get married. And if you're about to get married or you're thinking about marriage and you're watching this, congratulations. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, don't be rude. Subscribe. I make sit down chatty videos like this, and I also make weekly family vlogs. Get to see me and my kids, what real life is like. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video has given you some sort of insight. And until my next video, think smart, work hard, make it happen. Bye.